France is literally a cock. This is a breach of intellectual property rights as far as I'm concerned. Is a cockerel better than a dragon? And unfortunately for Finland, less is less. Give each little line a lovely little... On its gorgeous little mane. Times New Roman looking ass font going on over here. I'm happy with the cock being sandwiched in between the dragon and the lion. Hey, how are you? Have you ever thought and wondered to yourself, which team at Euro 2020 has the best and which has the worst badge? And all the ones in between. And wouldn't it be great if there was just some brilliant video that I could watch which would evaluate and assess and put into a lovely tier list of the badges into a lovely order? Look no further, fam. Look no further. It's your boy, LNobbins, and I'm here to rank all of the Euro 2020 badges. Here are all the badges, as you can see, and these are the tiers that we are working with. We've got the shirt is embarrassed right at the bottom. It doesn't even want to be there. The shirt does not want to be there. It's disgusted that it's got that scummy badge on it. Ugh. That ain't it, Chief. Up next. In terms of the averages, we're looking at a GCSE art pass. It's like a C grade. It's 5C or whatever. Not interested. Kiss the badge. You want, it's so lovely. The badge is so gorgeous aesthetically. You just want to give it a kiss. And then finally, the peak tier. Da Vinci himself would be proud. As you can probably tell from the names of these tiers, we're ranking it based on how aesthetic the badge is to the eye. Basically, is the badge nice looking or not? If you haven't already done so, do make sure to give the video a like. Do also make sure to give the channel a subscribe. And do also make sure to share the channel with someone who you think might like this sort of bizarre football video or just football videos in general. You know the drill by now, guys. You know the drill. Go do it. Go do it. Without further ado, let's get cracking. Let's get ranking these badges. I've just listed them all in alphabetical order for now. Unfortunately, the formatting of the tier maker thing has cropped some of it off. So where I feel like I need to show off the badge a bit more, I will just pop a picture of the badge on there just so you can get what I'm saying. Let's get off to a pretty tepid start. We're going to have a look at the Denmark badge. Now I'm just going to pop him in GCSE Art Pass for now. Obviously, that's not how it would look normally. You know, like I say, it is normally a circle. It's just been cropped off a little bit, but you get the idea. It's very standard as a badge. I'm not going to lie, Denmark. It's pretty basic. I like the fact that you've got the year. You've got the year here going on. That's fine. It almost looks like a beer mat, I'd suggest. Bold spill. You know, I don't know what that means. It's probably something in Danish, I imagine. It's not really doing anything for me. It's not really doing anything for me. It sort of reminds me of like a Bundesliga 2 badge. There's nothing much to it. It doesn't strike me as a very striking international badge. And that ain't it, Chief. You've got a flower here. You've got this funky bee, which could be construed as an 8 going on. Bold spill. By contrast, let's have a look at one of the most impressive teams so far in the tournament. It is Italia. It's Italia, Italy. This badge is gorgeous. Da Vinci literally was Italian, and he would be incredibly proud of this badge because this badge does everything I want a national team badge to do. You've got the flags, you've got the colours of the country. You basically got the flag incorporated into it. You've got the name of the country. You love to see it. It's in this sort of shield form going on. You can't see it, but there are this beautiful stars just above it indicating how many World Cups Italy's won. I don't know when it was redesigned, but this badge has had a redesign at some point because the Italy shirt I have does have a slightly different feel to the logo. I think it's a bit more square at the top. I think I actually prefer the old badge, but I tell you what, for a modern design, for a different imagining of the badge, I'm all up for this. Like I say, you've got the shield, you've got the flag, you've got, I assume this is the Italian Football Federation or something. You got all the stars for the World Cup. It does the job. Beautiful badge. It's iconic. It's classic. And I think that is an absolute top tier badge. Speaking of top tier, let's go to the country that's going to win the Euros. It's England. And I think you've got to kiss the badge. You've got to kiss the 3 lines. Give each little line a lovely little... On its gorgeous little mane. All 3 of their manes, actually. Strong, powerful badge, I feel like. Obviously, there's 1 star there indicating England's sole World Cup victory, but the 3 lions are iconic, even have their own song. You know, they must be doing something right, these lions. Nature and nature in terms of flowers and lions living in harmony with each other in a standard, nice shield, badge, icon. It's very traditional. I feel like this has always been the England badge, unless I'm missing something. But as far as I can recall, this has always been the England badge, so it's very iconic. For me, even though obviously I'm English and I do have a very big affinity for the England badge, in terms of a purely aesthetic approach, I'm not sure it deserves to be in the absolute highest tier. Definitely doesn't deserve to be any lower than Kiss the Badge, by the way. Definitely should be in this tier because it's a nice aesthetic badge. But I'm not sure, as we'll see, there are some very gorgeous badges coming up. And as we'll see in these badges, animals are they're a big theme of national team badges. And let's have a look at some potential copying that's gone on here, because we've got the Czech Republic and we've got the Netherlands. Someone has copied someone's homework here. This is mental. This is a breach of intellectual property rights as far as I'm concerned. Unless this is some sort of weird puma-like devil being, I'm pretty sure that is a lion. The only difference really is it doesn't have a crown. It's even doing the exact same pose, look at it. They're very standard. The Netherlands one is just an orange blob. And let's have a look at what I believe is the final lion, and it is the Scotland badge. And I really like the Scotland badge. This lion is more similar to the Czech Republic lion, but without a crown, rather than the England lion, which is it's more POV than it is, or facing you, rather than, you know, side profile angle going on. I appreciate it just says, you know, Scotland, does what it says on the tin. Established 1873, good to have a date in there as well. I like the colour scheme with the blue and the sort of like, you know, yellow reddish tint going on. I appreciate that. Just below the England badge for me, the Scotland badge, but I do rate it very highly. This is a sort of like red tint lion surrounded by green teacups or lily pads with, I don't even know what's on those lily pads or what they are. They look like green teacups. I don't know what's going on there, but it's interesting. I'm intrigued. I'm aroused. Not like that, in an interest sort of way. Let's put something in this dumpster tier, shall we? And similar to their performances at the Euros, getting 0 points, it is North Macedonia. What is this? What is this? I mean, I know what it is. It's the badge of North Macedonia. But what is this? And a B-Tech rotating ball in a boring shield shape. Literally, I think I could probably, from scratch, design a better badge than this, with zero graphic design experience. It's just so safe. This badge does nothing for me. Boring ball, no animal to save the day. Like, these are pretty safe options, but at least there's an animal going on. And a ball. Let's do the final home nation, shall we? And it's another animal. He's not going in GCC Art Pass, by the way. Don't worry, because it's as we'll get into, it's a pretty good badge. Again, Wales has had a relatively recent redesign as far as I'm aware. I think I did actually prefer the old Wales badge. I still do really like this badge though. In fact, let's just, again, this isn't going in here, but let's just compare these two. So on the face of it, you know, very similar. Standard shield outline, even a white fill as well. It's pretty safe colour scheme from Wales. But do you see the difference here? This is a boring ball that could probably be designed by a 7-year-old. This is a dragon. This is objectively a dragon in a shield for a football badge. That is sick. That is sick. It's definitely going at least there. I really like the fact that it's a dragon. Sweden next. Sweden. And at the absolute highest, I think it goes here. And while we're looking at Sweden, let's look at Finland. Someone's copied someone. Air ventilation system sort of topping with a ball on top, whereas Finland has just gone for the less is more approach. And unfortunately for Finland, less is less. And I might have to say that ain't it, Chief, for Finland. I think Sweden might just get into GCSE Art Pass. I don't think, even though I do like the colour scheme of Sweden, I really like the contrast between the blue and the yellow, I don't think I can justify putting it over a lion. It's not tickling me in the way I want to be tickled by a badge. It just looks so iconic and classic and traditional. And it's also, I've just realised, they've snuck a cheeky lion in there. The Scotland lion has found a way, Scotland's found a way to win a World Cup. They've snuck their way into the Spain badge. Brilliant. They've got subtly, again, you don't, the more you look at the Spain badge, the more you realise how brilliantly designed it is. We've already touched on the fact that there is a cheeky line in there. You look up here, the year in which I assume the national team was founded, 1909. You've got the crown here to signify royalty. You've got a castle, I assume to signify like strength and nobility. You've got pillars here. I'm assuming that's like the queen and the king to show that Spanish people are good at chess. It looks like there's a traditional football down here. There's some letters down here on this beautiful little ribbon. Obviously, you've got the star for winning the World Cup, and it's all encased in this lovely, very subtle, curvy, I do like curves, curvy shield design. I love the colour scheme. It's gold. It's very royal. I actually might prefer it to Italy. The more this is interesting because I really thought I was going to have the Italy badge, but the more I'm looking at the Spain badge, the more I'm realising how perfectly designed it is. It's gorgeous. What even is that? Some sort of floral arrangement going on. They've managed to show a flower in there as well. You know my thoughts on flowers and lily pads and teapots. But all good things must come to an end, and we need to talk about more dumpster tier badges. This is Slovakia's badge. What is this? I think it's actually slightly better than North Macedonia, because there's actually some attempt at design. I appreciate this middle bit, you know, as much as I'm having to go with it, I do appreciate this middle bit where they've got the Slovakian flag element inside it. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a Star of David, but that's the impression I'm getting in the middle there. Whether that's intentional, I'm not sure. Some clumsy, like Times New Roman looking ass font going on over here. At least this font's sort of interesting. This is just the epitome of standards, not really matching there. That's not in bold, that is in bold. This one offends me less than this one. Messy, clumsy, ugly, no. I feel like this is going to be a very potentially controversial one. Very weird. You've obviously got the football here, but it doesn't look like a football badge. Whoa, I've just noticed something. The more I'm looking at it, it looks like a really angry sort of hog or donkey. So these, I mean, just ignore this weird bit in the middle, but that's an ear, that's an ear, that's like the inside of the ear, that's an ear, that's its nose, that's its, like, face, that's one side of its face, that's the other side, and those yellow bits are its eyes. Don't tell me that doesn't look like some sort of weird angry, like, rabbit or hog or something. The more, oh, I can't unsee that now. Oh, that might ruin the badge for me a little bit. Because I was quite into the design, I thought it was quite interesting. It's out there. Very interesting design. Most of these are either like are either a shield or a circle, and Ukraine's just gone, nah, stuff that, we do what we want out here. We're Ukraine. I sort of rate it, but all I can see now is an angry hog looking at me, and that's ruined it for me a little bit. And no, the more I'm looking at it, I am thinking oh gosh, I spat everyone there. Oh god, wow, how disgusting. Let's have a look at two flags at the same time. Let's have a look at Austria, and let's have a look at Poland. I'm just going to pop them there for now. They actually redesigned their badge. It was very similar to the Poland flag. It was almost identical in terms of the theme going on. It was like a very extravagant bird, I don't know if it's a phoenix or an eagle, spreading its wings, very garish, very aggressive looking, very similar to the Poland flag. And they've now gone for this more, like, similar to the Italy one and the Welsh one as well. There's this modern redesign that they've gone for. It's a more subtle eagle. And honestly, I much prefer this badge to the old one. I think the old one, and we'll get into my thoughts on the Poland flag, for Poland badge in a second. I thought the other one was a bit too out there, and it was too garish and in your face. And I think I'm going to pop it there. But based on what I said about Austria's old badge, because if it was Austria's old badge, it would either be at the bottom or that it, Chief. And let me tell you, Poland's badge is ugly. I'm going to pop it at the top of that it, Chief, because at least there's something going on. It's got a weird gold crown on its head. I don't know where it gets off thinking it's the king of something, because you ain't, mate. You're an ugly bird. It's spreading its legs. It's got its tail out. Now, I really like the old Belgian badge. If we were talking about the old Belgian badge, it would be definitely been at least Kiss the Badge. Maybe even Da Vinci would be proud, probably more likely Kiss the Badge. But it was a really nice design, really clean, really subtle. But I think they've taken a step backwards. Unlike Austria, who took a step forwards, redesigned their badge, whoever redesigned Belgium's badge needs to be sacked. Colours of the flag in there, incorporated, that's good. I like it. Royal Belgian FA 1895. Clumsy wording. In fact, it's all stacked together in one. They haven't even tried to sort of separate it out like Scotland have done, where they put Scotland and then they put the dates there. Or where Spain, you know, they put a year there and some lettering there. It's all in one place. It's way too formal. It's way too clumsy. I don't like the new shape. I hate the fact that this looks like a Beats by Dre logo. In terms of this B, I assume it's a B for Belgium, Belgium. But yeah, all I can see is Beats by Dre. All I can see is Dr. Dre. I think I might be being a bit too harsh because I'm just thinking about how much I really liked the old Belgian badge, and now I'm sort of taking out my frustration on the new interpretation. I might have to check myself momentarily. I've had a change of heart. I was being too harsh. It's the last of the Eagles. It's the Russia badge. I'm going to pop it here for now, but I do think he is going to move up. This is, for me, the best phoenix or bird type badge. It's very elegant. It looks very regal. I mean, this bird has a crown on its head, but this is the real king. Or mother, because Russia's the motherland, obviously. Like I say, very regal. I like the gold colour scheme. I like the ball here. I like the fact that some panels aren't coloured in there, but then we've got some blue panels coloured in there. We've got some red panels coloured there. The text around the ball just works. Really impressed. The body of the Phoenix almost looks like a Fabergé egg, which is, you know, synonymous with Russia. It looks very Russian. That sounds like a dumb thing to say, but it does look very Russian. You've got the colours of the Russian flag going on here as well. You love to see it. And honestly, I think this is going to go top of Kiss the badge in terms of aesthetics. I might be convinced to put it in Da Vinci Would Be Proud because it is a very well-designed badge, but I'm just looking at the ones who still got to come, and there are a couple that I might want to put ahead of it. It might go up into Da Vinci Would Be Proud, but for now, I think that is very fine. I think it's fair. It's sort of symbolic as well, because it's not even encased in a shield. Like, this bird is free. This bird is trapped in its shield form. This bird is trapped. This dragon is trapped. Even these lions are trapped. This bird is able to truly spread its wings and roam free. I rate that. Let's have a look at the final bird, because I actually realised I forgot Germany actually had some sort of phoenix or bird in it. Font is clean, curved, not all cramped together like the Belgian one. I don't think it's as nice as the Welsh badge. What's going for it is the traditionalness of it in my eyes. That is why I like it. It's an incredibly recognisable badge. Honestly, I mean, it's so close. Oh, I didn't mention, by the way, guys, we're also ranking left to right, I should have mentioned before, as well as horizontally, we also rank, as well as vertically, we also rank horizontally, so left is better than right. Although, to be honest, the vertical rankings are the most important. Horizontal, you know, you can argue one way or another on those. Now, I've looked at a couple great ones there, but let's have a look at a stinker. No effort has been put into this. The Turkey flag is literally this. You've got the moon and you've got the star, but obviously it's a rectangle because that's the flag. All someone's done is take the flag and make it a circle, and they've gone, job done. No. And just because you've done that, you've annoyed me. I'm embarrassed. The shirt's embarrassed. Pathetic effort. At least North Macedonia tried to do something. I mean, actually, North Macedonia's flag is really cool. Maybe they should have tried to incorporate that a bit more, but this isn't even a football badge. This is just the flag in a circle. Poor effort, Turkey, poor effort. But not as poor effort as Switzerland. What is that? Who at the Switzerland FA okayed that? Who went, yep, that's our badge. That is what is going to represent us as a nation. You can't tell what's the ball, you can't tell what's his head. There's some really weird font going on. It's the ugliest badge I've probably ever seen. I didn't even realise this was a Switzerland badge, probably because I tried to block it out of my memory. It's awful. It looks like, you know, like a Pure Gym badge, or, you know, 24-hour fitness, or you know, those gym logos. That's literally what the Switzerland badge is. Maybe it should be because Shaqiri's got those thick thighs. Sort your badge out. Get a redesign. Come on. I hope you're ashamed of yourself, Switzerland. And this is where it gets really tricky for me and my baby brain, because these are some elite badges and or traditional badges. Let's just get Hungary out of the way. Hungary is at least Da Vinci Would Be Proud. This is the full badge. It's got a gorgeous Fabergé egg-like crown. There's a cross on there, sort of like quite traditional. You sort of like to see it. See, it's sort of, I don't know what this is, but I like it. Again, this sort of cross design going on with a hat, lovely crown at the bottom. Bit more work could have been done here. Maybe that's what's letting it down. Looks like some sort of half-beaten cloud wearing a crown. I don't know why a cloud is wearing a crown, but there you go. These colours, these stripes, gorgeous. But the main bit, like I said, the main event is this. Look at this. Look at this design. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It reminds me of the hat that the Spain badge is wearing. I really like this. I really like it. Now, could you say it's over-designed a little bit? Maybe. I would have liked to see a bit more going on here. I feel like they started, you know, they were given a deadline to make the badge, and they started from the top. Like, okay, we'll do beautiful detail. Oh yeah, all these windows. Oh yeah, whoever that lady is. Oh, a bit of blue there. Oh yeah, make it look like Fabergé egg. Brilliant. Da, 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 da. Gorgeous. And they're like, right, this needs to be due in tomorrow. And they're like, oh god. Like, we can do this fine. You shove them crosses, you know, a less elaborate crown, and then, oh, this can't just be this colour. We've got to make it something else. The bottom bit is laying it down a bit, but the top bit is so gorgeous. I think it deserves to be in Da Vinci would be proud, to be honest. I think it is really nice. I'm going to pop it below Italia. I'm going to pop it below the Italy flag, but it is an incredibly lovely design, and I do rate it. If the bottom bit, if enough attention was paid to the bottom bit as the top bit, we'd be talking above Italy, Spain, but unfortunately it's not. So Hungary, unfortunately they went out of the group, but I tell you what, you top of something, mate. You top of something, Hungary. Well done. And the Portugal badge, I feel like, is one of, I don't know, I feel like not enough people talk about it, as if people talk about the aesthetic levels of badges, but it just looks really nice to me. It looks like a very strong, powerful badge. I love the colour scheme. Some sort of weird dominoes going on here. It looks like there's 5 fives of dominoes. You've got the subtle lettering there to show it's part of the Portuguese Football Federation. And I think that's going to be our last entry into Da Vinci Would Be Proud. I don't think these two quite make it, but these are still some interesting badges. So we've got the Croatia one next, and I really like the Croatia badge. I've always rated the Croatia kit with these checkerboard things going on. I love the fact that it's a traditional football. That's gorgeous. I love the gold outline, the gold or like goldish outline, I'm really a fan of. I've just noticed. I love the gold outline. I love the gold lettering there. I like the blue vibing off the red. Like I said, I've already commented on the checkerboards and the traditional football and the lovely traditional shield shape. The only downside, the only thing letting this badge down is this font, HNS. I'm assuming that's means like Croatia FA or something similar to that, I'm assuming, but it's letting it down a bit. If it was done like the Spain one in this fancy font, or if it was done subtly like that, then we'd be talking, then we'd have a party. Or maybe like the Russian one, maybe Croatia needs to take a leaf out of Russia's book. Maybe they could have put some curved font around this ball and maybe put something else in the middle here, and that really would take it up to the next level. But unfortunately, they haven't done that, so I've got to rate it how I see it, and I think I would kiss that badge. I don't think it's as good as the Russia badge, but I do really like it. And last, but certainly not least, it's France. Again, this is cropped off a little bit, but normally you'd have FFF, which I assume stands for France Football Federation, and the 2 stars for France winning the World Cup twice. Now, there's no getting, we'll just pop it there for now. There's no getting around it, guys. This is a cock. France is literally a cock. That is an objective reality. It's very weird that France have taken this approach. I rate it, but it's incredibly unusual. Because normally as we've seen, if you're going to incorporate an animal into your badge, you do exactly that. You incorporate the animal into your badge. So you start with a baseline, you got a shield, or other outline, shielder outline, even there as well. And then you pop your animal in there, or you have an object for the animal to sit upon or work around. France have just gone, no, really weird design choice. But again, I sort of like, I really like it, I think. Again, I associate it with being a very traditional looking badge. It's very subtle. It's probably the most, I mean, obviously apart from like these absolute dog water basic levels, it's incredibly minimalistic. It's literally minimalistic because it's only an animal. Nothing else going on apart from, you know, FFF down here and a couple of stars for winning the World Cup twice. It's literally just the animal, and the badge is literally just the outline of the animal. I rate that. I like that. So it's going here at least. Now the question just becomes, how high up do I like it? Is it too minimalistic? It is literally just a cockerel. Is a cockerel better than a dragon? I tell you what, it's definitely better than the German badge. It's better than the current Welsh flag, I think. I don't think it's as good as the England badge. I don't think. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the cock being sandwiched in between the dragon and the lion. You love to see it. That is the tier list. We've done it. We've ranked all of the badges from the Euro 2020 nations. Some awful, truly awful designs here. Truly awful. Not much better. The jump between here and here is a lot better. Then the jump from here to here is much better. And then these are just elite badges, I think. You could maybe, like I say, this is all about aesthetics. So this will all go down to personal preference. I could have been convinced to put this one up there, for example. Maybe even the England one up there. Maybe the French one, the Russian one. But I think I am happy with that. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Scotland, actually, on reflection. No, I think I'm fine to keep it there. But yes, guys, let me know which ones you agree with. Let me know which ones you disagree with. Most importantly of all, just give me your favourite badge and your absolute least favourite badge. And if there's one that you absolutely disagree with me on this, so for example, maybe you absolutely love the Swiss badge, maybe you think the cockerel should be above Spain, maybe you think I've significantly underrated England's badge, do make sure to leave a comment to let me know what you would change and what your absolute favourite and absolute worst badges would be. Really hope you've enjoyed the video. Very different to the format of video we've been doing previously, but in addition to doing the, you know, formal analysis videos and tactics videos, I also want to do some more light-hearted videos, ad-lib videos like this. As you can probably tell, I have no script. I just splurt nonsense and see what comes out. Hopefully you found it entertaining and good. Please leave a like if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, feel free to not like the video. Please leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, and again, your thoughts on the badges. Subscribe if you haven't already. Most importantly of all, please do consider sharing the channel to someone who you think might like it, because that is how baby channels like this grow, through word of mouth. It's very important. And until next time, which will probably be either a Harry Kane video or a Euros group stage roundup, not sure what will be next, or maybe we'll talk about the away goals being cancelled. Get in, the away goals rule being cancelled rather. But yeah, until then, eat, skeet, delete, have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.